Hi, this is Lishi. It's been a minute, so I hope that this content is helpful to explain my absence from YouTube for a while. Actually, I've been busy to do that some test and that interview that I need to finish that. As you probably can guess or not, I am very passionate about artistry, so I applied it to the school to major that specific department that I am very into. So yesterday was the day that I interview for the test, and I'm okay. I feel okay. I actually submit my dissertation plan and some introductions of myself or the documents related to about a couple of months ago. And yesterday was the day to interview with the professor. When I thought about this plan, I was thinking about a couple of schools, but ended up I decide to apply one that I am super interested in. I don't know why, but I mean it could be really great if I have another option, but I just don't want to do that because I can feel that I'm really into the school, which is university. It is really famous as the art related department in South Korea. The school itself is just so speak to me, so that was my decision. So I just applied in that school only. The interview was unsure, very unsure about that interview result because I prepare a lot of things to do that. Obviously, I read some, comments or review on that test who got into the school before the COVID thing happened. And it was very helpful. So I prepared pretty similar questions. I heard at university, the interview, they want to know about yourself more, like your plans, your enthusiasm on this department, and they want to see your perspective. I think more than just like simple knowledge on this department, but other schools, they want to know about more deeply in terms of knowledge and information. I totally got the point, of course, but since I was studying about art history for a while, not in a professional way, but that was like the art history for me. It was just the thing that I'm very passionate about. I just keep motivating myself to study about it more, and because I'm very into it, I love to study about it. I love to learn about more. So it's just naturally happen. So for me, very specific knowledge or the information on that art history, the movement itself, or artist or artwork related questions can be a bit more I'm very confident in that, not gonna lie. That doesn't mean I know everything, but it's more about, since I have learned about this department, this work quite a while, it can be really great, advantage for me to be asked. I've been preparing for a while. That could be a really great evidence to prove. So the fact that I faced it yesterday was quite different, literally totally different. Because first of all, under the COVID circumstances, the interview happened via Zoom call, which is I'm not familiar with. I kind of knew the fact because they announced it's gonna be via Zoom call, but since I'm very confident in encountering the people and talk and feel the atmosphere so I can assume what should I talk to appeal myself. But it's really hard to ask them that what they want to know about me and how they feel about my answer, things like that. It was just so different. It's really hard to explain it if you don't have any experience on that Zoom call. It was my very first experience to do something via Zoom call. I've never done that Zoom call, Zoom meeting before, so for me it's a really rare platform to do this very important thing with. So yeah, whatsoever. And this is the thing, we have to get through. So I accept that. But the thing is, the most annoying part of this interview is I got very small amount of time to talk and appeal myself. We have a really strict time limitation, but I didn't know. They never mentioned about the time limitation in the event, but ended up they gave me 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer the questions, each questions. So literally I organized all that answer this amount, but ended up I top this much. So that is kind of bad. It made me really nervous. Feels like I don't know what to say. So overall it was not too bad, but I can't envisage the result at all. I can't expect anything at this point. I answer everything, but in a weird way, I'm really not sure if even I answer in a appropriate way with their questions. Don't know. I didn't remember anything. And actually they asked about my previous major and my current job, things like that, more than my future plans and why I'm very into this art, why I decide to go to this school, things like that. Or they didn't ask about the specific art movement knowledge, things like that. So I really didn't expect how it goes, so it's really hard to predict. I think it was the most unpredictable exam that I ever done, so we shall see. And I'm gonna update the result of that test. Hopefully it happened the way that I want, but c'est la vie. So I'm gonna update it, and I'm gonna record it more and more since I complete all that test and interview for the grade university related. So yeah, I will see you very soon. Bye.